Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, lovely people of us of freedom all over the world. Wherever you're joining us from today, you're highly welcome to this wonderful YouTube platform that gives you quality news and information on everything happening in Biafran territory. Please subscribe to this channel and make sure you turn on your notification because we will always notify you whenever we drop our spanking news. Now, straight up to the issue. The news today. Simon Èkpá reviews assassination attempt. Yes, there was a post by the Prime Minister Simon Èkpá of the Biafran Republic government in exile, where he posted, where he was able to review with evidences, concerning the assassination attempt by the Nigerian government on his life. We know this is not the first time that they've actually made such attempts. This is a way of them just trying to shut everybody up and shut everybody out totally, especially if you're the type of person that exposes the government, that exposes their criminality and atrocities. Definitely they will do everything possible to bring you down. I said a lot concerning this issue on the last post I dropped on my other channel, and the reality is that no matter how they try to bring down Simon Èkpá, what they don't know is that Simon Èkpá is actually bigger than them. It's as simple as that. You're trying to fight a man who is only fighting for the freedom of his people. Yet, the same people you've actually been attacking, you want them out of your country. Yet you don't want to accept, you don't want to accept a legal way of letting them go. So what do you want? Now let us give you this news update from Zoom Media, where they says Simon Èkpá alleges assassination attempt. Is no more he is not alleging anything. He's revealing it with evidence. And before you finish watching this video, you will see some of those evidences. The news reads: the leader of the Biafran government in exile, Simon Èkpá, has alleged that there is assassination attempt against him, and this is not the first time, nor the second or third. Èkpá disclosed this in a statement through his official X handle on Tuesday. He claimed that a suicide bomber had been allegedly deployed from Abuja and headed for Finland. He further said that this was the fifth attempt to take his life amid his struggle for Biafran liberation in recent times. Simon Èkpá said he was monitoring the situation and assured the Biafran independence would triumph over any attempt. Sending suicide bombers to Finland to attack Simon Èkpá is their last option, and they just departed from Abuja airport. This is just them to inform them that we are monitoring them even from the time they dropped them at the Abuja airport to their next destination. We are waiting for you, suicide bomber, at the port of entry. Their Finland contact knows already. He is in the port of Soup. I remain committed to Biafra independence. This is your fifth attempt. You are now sending terrorists to Europe. If you know this man called Simon Èkpá, you will stop sleeping. Let me leave it here. It is not yet time for that, he claimed. And that is that from the Prime Minister Simon Èkpá. It's actually simple. It's as clear as a crystal. You don't know the man you're up against. This is not the first. This is not the second. I think the first time was a sniper. They sent someone to snipe him. And you should know that Nigeria is not Finland. Finland is organized. It's an organized country, and that is why They are doing well. They are doing well. So all the whole evidences are clear. And I'm going to show you in this particular video you're about to watch some of these evidences. Please do not forget to share this critical information to as many groups and platforms as possible.
Soup whereby they will become a meal, or whereby they will ruin themselves. Up till now. That's why the Father, you see that we are very, very close to the finish line, arriving close to the shores of Biafra, spearheaded by the ruggedest of them all, spearheaded by the undisputed Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government, Man Simon Èkpá. Yet, you will still conspire and join some people that still believe they can stop him. 4 steps to Biafra. 3 are already in the pockets. 1 more to go. 4 steps to Biafra. 3 in the cushion. 1 more to go. And yet, some Efulefu are still boarding a flight on their way to finish their lives in Finland. You don't ask yourself, how are they? The Prime Minister have always told you that he has a crystal ball where he's seen all of you and all your movement every step of the way. Breaking news. Nigeria terrorist state sending suicide bombers to Finland to attack Simon Èkpá as their last option. Somebody said their last option. As their last option. And they just departed from Abuja. Some of them, maybe as they just come out from Abuja and they got this news, they'll say, hey, Keko Siama. That's the way sometimes when they will tell Hope, I know where you are here, you are there. Hope, hey, Keko Siama. You know, he got to a point, even Tinubu himself, the Mbechile, will say, I don't want to mention his name, oh, he will finish me. I beg, I can't, I don't want to go there. As their last option, and they just departed from Abuja airport. This is just to inform them that we are monitoring them even from the time they dropped them at the Abuja airport to their next destination. We are waiting for you terrorists at the port of entry. Their Finland contacts knows already he is in a pot of soup. Then you cannot determine which type of soup he is inside. Definitely it is not that kind of soup they cook in Nigeria. This kind of soup is a soup you can't escape because it is a land of justice. It's already in a pot of soup. We will never forgive. I remain the end of the terrorist state of Nigeria. This is your 5th attempt. Attempt 1, you failed. Attempt 2, you failed. 3, you failed. 4, you failed. You are trying for the 5th time. Hey! And the funny thing is that it is not the same people you sent number 1, you are sending number 2. Number 1 failed, you distract them. Number 2 failed, you get new one. Number 3 failed, you get new ones. Number 4 failed. And this time around, whoever told you you will succeed? Sabontike. You are now sending terrorists to Europe. If you know this man called Simon Èkpá Wanjoko, you will stop sleeping. Let me leave it here. It is not yet time for that. The Grandmaster, the sea can never dry. Freedom or bye. This is their itinerary. You see the itinerary? Departed on time. This is their flight number, Lufthansa. This is their, as they land, Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport. You know, that's the flight that they're going to depart with from Abuja. You know, Nnamdi Azikiwe Airport, flight departure times. That was yesterday. Stop trying already. Stop trying already. Give up and face your life. Go and join protests. or you go and join Tinubu and protest against protests and save yourself all this stress. Thank you for joining me, Muchineke. And I see that the house is already full. It's a full house already this morning. It's a full house already this morning. Before we go into the subject matter, which is the 4 steps, as we analyze it, as Chuko Kabiama gives us the enablement, I greet you all. Now let's get there very, very quickly. You know, there is a video I saw. I saw this video, and it was coming from a very brilliant young girl, a lawyer she is. She was, you know, the video has branches, but I was able to just pick one. Let me bring that one that I picked from that video, and when I play it, after that, I will get to my subject for today. You know, that's, I would have made that a topic, but I never have time to do all that. But let me see if this one will be able to awaken some consciousness of some people, because I don't know if it is true, and this is the genuine truth about Nigeria, and some people that are not even in any agitation are already aware of this truth. What is wrong with some people? Because this is common knowledge about Nigeria, and if everyone in that zoo are aware of this truth that this little young girl is saying, you will not bother to be protesting for end governance. You will end Nigeria once and for all, because that is just the problem, to end that contraption. End it, because if you don't end it, the cycle will continue. The evil and ungodly cycle will continue. Now, let me bring it very quickly so that we'll get it over with. Yeah, I'm sure you may have seen it. It's some short videos, but I just picked this one. Let's listen to this brilliant girl.
In the light of this protest that's going on, there's something I want us to remember. Our leaders are not our problem. Our leaders are our problem. And the thing is that in this Nigeria, many of us are not even aware to this fact. And I feel like unless we become aware, we will not really know what we are fighting against.
Unless we become aware, you will not know what you are fighting against. This is the awareness that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu came to. This is the awareness that our Prime Minister have come to. This is the awareness that made them give up completely on anything called Nigeria. And if this is common knowledge, and everybody should be aware, no one will ever mention Nigeria in his mouth. Already we will end it and move forward with our lives. Because every effort you are making to sustain it, you continue to end your lives, and you continue to, you know, flourish the business of others. What is that common knowledge? Let's allow her to say it. I don't want to take word out of her mouth.
There's something I want us to remember. Our leaders are not our problem. Our leaders are our problem. And the thing is that in this Nigeria, many of us are not even aware to this fact. And I feel like unless we become aware, we will not really know what we are fighting against. See, this country is in oppression because our leaders are puppets. Now, who are the puppets to? They are puppets to the people that created this country.
Okay.
I always tell people, if the white men never came, there would be no Nigeria. Think about the history of Nigeria.
If the white men never came, there would have never been Nigeria. So if you are not aware of this fact, that there was no Nigeria until the white men came, and if they did not come, there would never have been Nigeria. That means if they never came, would you not have been existing? Was it because they came and created Nigeria that you came into existence? No. You were already in God's project, not as a Nigerian, but as who you are, your own country, your own origin. I am a Biafran. You may be Arewa, you may be Yoruba, you may be your ethnic group, your indigenous group, your tribe, your origination. You were not Nigerian. This is common knowledge. But yet, Some people went to school, they read, and they come and they are fighting and defending Nigeria. I will see Kenneth Okonkwo come on Channel TV, speak all the English, talk about all the laws, declare all the whole things. You will go to the comment section. People will be saying, hey, this man went to school. Oh, Kenneth Okonkwo is the best. You look at the English. He understands this thing very well. He go back and forth, talking about the what do you call it? The Constitution and everything he knows. But yet, all those things are all fallacy because there was nothing like Nigeria. And you are defending it. You are fighting for it. You are speaking English over it. Something that shouldn't have been. No matter the school you went to, this is also a lawyer. If you do not come to this particular conclusion, if you like BU Michael Zokeme, BUSAN, this common knowledge that you should have known to have stopped institutionalizing criminality, the foundation that have destroyed us, and you continue to braggadoce with your English and everything, you are nothing but bunkum. A small Peking that have understood it and rejected it is more knowledgeable than you, no matter your English and grammar. Listen to her again.
Who are the puppets to? They are puppets to the people that created this country. I always tell people, if the white men never came, there would be no Nigeria. Think about the history of Nigeria. From the amalgamation of the Northern and Southern Protectorates by Lord Lugard, then they named this place Nigeria. This Nigeria was originally meant to be a business. That is why we don't prosper, because originally this was meant to be a business.
That is why we don't prosper, because originally this was meant to be a business, and it is not your business. It is somebody else's business, and you are institutionalizing that business. You are encouraging that business. You are fostering that business. That is why you, as an individual, you cannot prosper, because you are helping another person's business. Encourage your own business. Your own business is Biafra. Your own business is Oduduwa. Your own business is Arewa. Nigeria is another person's business. End it now. End it now. Now.
The amalgamation of the Northern and Southern Protectorates by Lord Lugard, then they named this place Nigeria. This Nigeria was originally meant to be a business. That is why we don't prosper, because originally this was meant to be a business, a money-raising enterprise, before they now converted it to a country and then merged all the tribes together and gave it a name called Nigeria and then appointed leaders. So if we lose sight of this information, we forget. That's why our presidents and our governors can't do anything, because they are not even, our president self is not even the one in power. And the way the colonial masters did it, they manipulated it in such a way that you don't have anybody to meet. Like this, we are going out to the streets now to protest. We are going to call on the president, Tinubu. But you don't actually know that Tinubu is somebody's boy. He's answering to somebody. And that person, those people are the actual people that we need to fight. And I'm not saying that we should not hold our leaders accountable. We should. But you should know that on top of that, our leader, there is another leader that is even dictating what they will do. That's why this country is not a democracy. It is not, like, anybody that thinks that we're in a democracy is blind. This is not a democracy. Okay,
Thank you.
For instance, a place in Zamfara, right? Today, I saw a TikTok of a girl.
Thank you. All right. So that was, by the way, you can now see. Let me see the comment of our brother here, which I always value. But some of our MK have preached, PM have preached, you have preached. The messages are penetrating, and awakening has started. Don't worry, my brother. Now Gen Z go begin to teach these elders. I love that. Now, let me quickly bring to you, before my time will fail me, these 4 steps. The 4 steps, and as our Prime Minister declared it, to remind people, it's not as if he's declaring the 4 steps now. He's just reminding them of the 4 steps. He's reminding them, and then the thing is going viral. Going viral, viriously viral. All the whole news from Nigeria to every tabloid are already taking it as if it was today. It was not today, but let us read it as they are reporting it, and then we'll go to the nitty-gritties of that particular 4 steps. Okay, now you see Daily Post reported it. I hope you guys are seeing it. Beautiful, beautiful. You are seeing it. Daily Post reported it. Biafra Èkpá boasts of 4 steps to independence. Remember, all while he was doing his analysis and the program, he was telling them, this is not a prophecy, it is a plan. Everything I'm doing is all planned. And every plan from step to step is being actualized. Now, Daily Post reported it. They said, Biafra Èkpá boasts of 4 steps to independence. Authority News, whatever this one is called, Èkpá led Biafra government lists 4 steps to Biafra independence. This is another press from another news station. Now, okay, another one. Let's continue. Another one here reported again. National News. Èkpá led Biafra government lists 4 steps to Biafra independence. Now, they keep reporting it, and it is to the glory of heaven. And our Prime Minister took them back. This our Prime Minister is so savage. He took them back to this particular non-entity that continues to disgrace himself those days. You remember this guy? And let me play it. Sent to Ozala. They will not. Let me play it.
To go and protect
yes.
our land.
I just asked you a simple question. People who come to me and they tell me, Chidi, stop attacking Simon Èkpá, because Simon Èkpá is the one who is actually raising money and funding ESN. That if not for the ESN that Simon Èkpá sent to Ozala, they will not be coming Ozala. If not for the ESN that Simon sent to Okigwe, there will not be peace in Okigwe. If not for the funding of ESN that was done and ESN that Simon and Autopilot was funding, they went to a Hamufu, that there will not be peace. Are they correct or are they not correct?
Now, they are correct. Let me tell you the truth, they are correct. But I'm telling you...
You are disappointed. You are disappointed.
Simon, Raphael, you know... Okay, now I promise I reminded them of these people that claim to have gone to school. This one even ran for political office, and at the end of the day, all he came out to do was to fight this project of restoring his own freedom. And then when he asked this question, somebody told him that everything they said is correct, and he was disappointed. And now it continues. The Nigerian News Fair also reported it again. Èkpá led Biafra government list 4 steps. They continue to report it. Now, this one, let me dodge this one. I may come back to it. And then this was when we took this record in this speech of our Prime Minister in our liaison office in Finland. Time will fail me to play it. I just want to get to that particular post from the PM. Èkpá led, this one is another post from another news house. Èkpá led Biafra government lists 4 steps to Biafra independence. They continue to report it. And now here is a post the Prime Minister just made to remind the world of the steps he has taken and how far it has led, and the ones that are already in the pocket and the one that is remaining that must be accomplished. Now, these are the steps. I'm going to read them one after the other. Our Prime Minister wrote, here is Simon Èkpá and Biafra government's 4 steps to Biafra. Step 1, I hope this thing is being displayed on my screen. Of course, yes. Thank you very much. Step 1, my first assignment has been accomplished. So you can see. So he's just reminding them of all these steps. The first assignment has been accomplished. And what is that assignment? Which is making the kidnapping and selling of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to backfire and become useless, both to the sellers and buyers. The both parties are now on the run. That idiot in Canada that was, being disappointed because somebody told him that Simon Èkpá is the reason why there is peace in Ehamofu, is the reason why there is peace in Biafraland, is the reason why Biafrans are sitting at home to make sure that the kidnapping of Mazin Nnamdi Kanu becomes cash and carry. They asked, he said, is that the truth? The man said, yes, it is truth. Chidi Nwanyanwu was disappointed. Instead of coming to the reality to know that, to tell the world that, yes, it is true. Really, Simon Èkpá made it, useless for the Nigerians. Kidnapping Mazin Nnamdi Kanu have become the worst mistake they ever made because it is now choking them. Now, burn the terrorist state down for the sake of humanity. He was saying here, the Prime Minister was saying. Then step number 2, my second assignment is to declare Biafra from exile and defend it in the homeland. These have been done 60%. So if he is in Finland and have been able to declare Biafra from exile and to defend it, and of which he has not already gotten to the December 2nd where the proper declaration will be made, but 60% have already been achieved. And he is already defending the homeland already with the Biafran Liberation Army fully on ground, representing our national guide and our national army. Everything is working, and you can attest to it. It is not go and verify. The evidence is everywhere. The zoo are crying. The National Assembly are frustrated, and they have concluded that, yes, this man is the real governor of the Southeast, as they call it. But he told them, I am not the real governor of the Southeast. I am the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government. Step number 3, my third assignment is to work for the recognition of Biafra as an independent state. This also has been done 50%. Even in America, on the corridors of power, they have recognized us already as an independent state. People are now addressing us as a nation. People are now calling us. Our Prime Minister has been invited in different places, but places he cannot even go now because the real deal is yet to be dished out. 50% already in our recognition worldwide. Step number 4, my fourth assignment, which this one is very, very important, and you need to listen to this. My fourth assignment is rebuild, reconciliation, reintegration of lost Biafrans. This one is loading. This one is the one that is loading. One left. All of you, all you Chidi, all you DOS Nigeria, all you politicians that have lost their legitimacy because we have given all of you vote of no confidence, every one of you, is it not yet time for you to throw in the towel on Nigeria, knowing fully well that there is no forward, there is no backward for you in Nigeria? The only thing you see when you look ahead of you is Biafra. The only thing you see when you look by your side is Biafra. The only thing you see when you look by your right side is Biafra. If you look behind you, the walls are covering you. In Biafra, there is no hope for Nigeria. Nigeria is gone. Nigeria is forgotten. Nigeria has been rejected, especially as far as it concerns Biafraland. There is no sign of Nigeria, and right now we are activating the force of making sure that anything that represents Nigeria, even an iota, an atom of anything that represents Nigeria in Biafraland, will be taken care of and will be cleaned up, because Biafraland belongs to Biafra. And Nigerians, if Nigerians already in Nigeria have rejected Nigeria, burning their flags, carrying AK-47 on the street, individuals, so citizens, so carrying AK-47 and firing and waving Russian flag in the territory of Nigeria, does that not tell you that there is no hope and there is no going back for Nigeria? And yet, you call yourself senator, you call yourself Dave Umahi, you are working for Tinubu, you are fighting P2B, you are fighting this one, you want to represent Tinubu because of your stomach. I'm telling you, what are you going to eat inside that stomach? All the ones you have been eating, it never suffocates you, you never tire. Do you want to eat? What do you want to eat? that you cannot right now throw in the towel and save yourself. If you people are wise, you will advise yourself. Look at what has happened to Ifeanyi Ubah. Ifeanyi Ubah was a young man, full of life. I'm telling you, before Ifeanyi Ubah went to the UK, he was so full of life. A young man that had an encounter with him by the name Very Dark Man, before he left, he said that before Peter Obi went, before Ifeanyi Ubah went to the UK, he saw him when he was buying all the clothes and the things he would use in UK that amounted to all over 30 million in Naira. The things he will buy, the things he will enjoy in UK before he left. So he was a man that was full of life and wanted to go and enjoy himself. And that was the last.